Get ready for summer 2024 with these easy and affordable DIY ideas for a summer tiered tray. Welcome to the Chic Show and welcome to 5 Under $5, hosted by Emily at Farm Charm Chic and co-hosted by May at Craft Away with May. You'll find their channels linked in the description box below along with the playlist. For project number 1, I'm going to be using 3 Jenga blocks and I'm going to be giving each one of them a coat of paint. Actually about 3 coats of paint because this is actually acrylic paint, and I'm painting 1 in orange, 1 yellow, and then 1 white. Once these are painted and dry, I'm using some of IOD's Apothecary stamps out of their spring release. These are really fun little stamps, and I'm going to be stamping on some summer words. Since there's only one of each letter, I am having to kind of divide this up. So I'm going to do the first 3 letters and then I'll finish up with the last 3 letters of summer. The yellow block will get the word flip-flops. And the orange block will get fireflies. All fun summer words.
Reflecting in your deep blue eyes, the day has begun. You spin around, you laugh to yourself, and I see you shine in every color, resting your head.
So for this project, I'm going to be using these 2 little boots. I'm going to give them 2 coats of acrylic paint in yellow. And these, I believe, are from Hobby Lobby in a spring pack that I got on clearance. Once the yellow paint had dried, I'm taking a white paint marker and I'm just making little white polka dots all over the boots. This little box frame is from Dollar General, I believe, and I'm going to be using some just a glue stick to glue in a piece of scrapbook paper that I got in a paper pack at Hobby Lobby, and it looks like raindrops, so I thought it would go perfectly with these little boots. Now to add one more little embellishment, I'm using the word hello from these wood words from Dollar Tree. I'm going to give it 2 coats of orange acrylic paint. Now we're ready to assemble our little sign. First, I'm going to hot glue the 2 yellow boots together. Before I hot glue the boots down, I'm going to go ahead and hot glue that word down, and it did break in half as I was pulling it up off that tape. So I'm going to glue the LO down and then I'll add the H. And now I can glue in our little yellow boots, and this will complete this project.
Reflecting in your deep blue eyes, the day has begun. You spin around, you laugh to yourself, and I see you shine in every color, resting your head.
Project number 3, I'm going to be making a little beaded garland. I got this little sunflower out of that same spring pack that I got the boots from Hobby Lobby. I'm just going to give it 2 coats of orange paint, and then I'm going to take some of this yellow and white baker's twine and I'm going to add that flower to the twine. I'm just looping it around so that it will hang from that twine, and then I'm going to tape the end of the twine and string on 9 beads, 3 yellow, 3 white, and 3 orange. Because the hole at the top of the wood beads was a little bit larger, I went ahead and added 1 small yellow bead, and then I tied a knot at the top of that yellow bead, and then another knot at the end of that twine.
In your deep blue eyes, the day has begun. You spin around, you laugh to yourself, and I see you shine in every color, resting your head.
Picked up this piece from Dollar Tree, and I decided to use the front side as is and flip it over and use the back side with this rub-on transfer that I got from Dollar Tree last year. I'm going to give it the back side a coat of plaster chalk paint. Actually, I'm going to give it 2 coats of plaster chalk paint. Once that was completely dry, I used this transfer. I'm trying to decide exactly where I want it to be on this piece because I'm not going to be using the whole thing. Really, I'm only using the top half of the sun rays. Now I'm going to decide exactly where I want the rays to sit so that I know exactly where to draw my circle for the center part. Once I have that ready to go, I'm using some acrylic paint. I believe it's Sunbeam Yellow or Sunbeam Gold, something like that. It matches this rub-on transfer perfectly. It does take about 3 coats to cover that area. Now I'm using parts of both of these Chalk Couture stencils. For this one, I'm only using Sunshine, and the other one, I'm only using Hello. So it will say Hello Sunshine. I'm taping off those extra places so that I don't get paint where I don't want it. Now I'm using that plaster chalk paint to use as my chalk paste. I don't have any chalk paste, but I just use my chalk paint, and it seems to work pretty well most of the time. I used my heat gun to dry this a little bit before I started on the rub-on transfer. I rubbed around the edges first so I could kind of cut those areas that I didn't want to use, and I just did this using my transfer tool. And once that is on, I burnished it with the backing. And there you have another perfect 2-sided piece for a summer tiered tray.
You spin around, you laugh to yourself, and I see you shine in every color.
Got this block at Hobby Lobby at 90% off, and I'm just going to sand off that glitter. Once the glitter is gone, I gave it 2 coats of white chalk paint. I'll be using 2 of Chalk Couture's stencils on the front and the back. To finish off this side, I'm using some of these rub-on transfers from Dollar Tree, and I just cut them and had them fit on the 2 corners, opposing corners, and I don't know what happened to that footage, so I apologize. And here's the other stencil that I used on the back side. Here's a look at everything on my tiered tray.
Reflecting in your deep blue eyes, the day has begun. You spin around, you laugh to yourself, and I see you shine in every color, resting your head. Is reflecting in your deep blue eyes, the day has begun. You spin around, you laugh to yourself, and I see you shine in every color, resting your head. Is reflecting in your deep blue eyes, the day has begun. You spin around, you laugh to yourself, and I see you shine in every color, resting your head.
I'm going to leave another video right here that I think you might like. I encourage you to subscribe to Emily and May's channels. They're awesome, and I think you'll find a lot of other people that you'd love to subscribe to on the playlist as well. Thanks so much for watching. Remember to share the chic. Bye now.